Hi everyone, this is Dr. Alicia, and I'm absolutely delighted you've joined me here on Dr. Alicia's MedTalk for another episode full of life-changing insights that can truly transform your health and energy as you age. If you're new to this channel, I invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll always be among the first to hear our latest wellness wisdom. And if you're already a cherished member of our incredible community, thank you so much for coming back. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm so glad we're continuing this journey of vibrant, informed aging together. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful and leave a comment below telling me where in the world you're tuning in from. I genuinely love connecting with viewers from across the globe. Now, let's dive into today's important topic, one that impacts millions of adults over the age of 50 and yet often goes overlooked: the hidden dangers and healing powers of common fruits. Yes, fruits, the very foods we've long associated with good health and wholesome snacking, can either support or sabotage your well-being, especially when you're navigating the complex landscape of medications, inflammation, blood sugar concerns, and age-related changes. You might be surprised to learn that some fruits you've always believed were healthy could actually be interacting negatively with your prescriptions, sending your blood sugar into dangerous territory, or even triggering chronic joint pain. But don't worry, I'm not just here to sound alarms. I'll also share 4 fruits that I believe every older adult should eat regularly, fruits that protect your heart, sharpen your memory, ease digestion, strengthen your bones, and boost your energy levels in the most natural and gentle way possible. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to make smarter choices at the grocery store and how a few small changes can result in major improvements in how you feel every day. Let's begin by addressing the first fruit to approach with caution: grapefruit. On the surface, it looks so fresh and harmless, with its cheerful pink color and tart, refreshing flavor. Many people even associate it with heart health and weight loss, especially because it's often featured in low-calorie breakfast diets. But here's the catch: grapefruit contains certain compounds that interfere with a very important liver enzyme called CYP3A4, which is responsible for breaking down many common medications used by older adults. When this enzyme is blocked by grapefruit, medications can accumulate in your bloodstream, sometimes to toxic levels. This isn't a small concern. It can lead to severe muscle damage if you're on statins, dangerous arrhythmias if you're taking heart rhythm medications, life-threatening bleeding if you're on blood thinners, and intensified sedative effects from anti-anxiety medications or sleep aids. In fact, over 70% of Americans over 65 take at least one prescription drug that could be negatively impacted by grapefruit. And what's especially dangerous is that even a single serving of grapefruit or a small glass of juice can interfere with drug metabolism for up to 72 hours. That's 3 days where your medications may not behave as your doctor intended. So while grapefruit isn't inherently harmful on its own, it simply isn't worth the risk if you're taking certain prescriptions. Always consult your healthcare provider, but when in doubt, avoid grapefruit entirely and choose safer fruit options. Moving on to our next fruit to be cautious of: cherries. Now I know, cherries are beloved by many, especially during the summer months. They're juicy, nostalgic, and feel like a guilt-free indulgence. But there's more to the story. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains nearly 20 grams of natural sugar, which is a lot for older adults managing conditions like type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. High sugar intake, even from fruit, can lead to blood sugar spikes that damage blood vessels, impair energy levels, and accelerate aging from the inside out. And that's not all. Cherries are also naturally acidic. For those living with chronic joint inflammation, arthritis, or gout, that acidity can irritate tissues and trigger flare-ups. What feels like a healthy snack may actually become a hidden source of pain and metabolic imbalance. And when cherries are consumed in dried, juiced, or syruped forms, the risks multiply. These versions are far more concentrated, delivering sugar in an even more potent form without the fiber or water content of fresh cherries. So while a few cherries here and there might be fine, they should definitely not be a daily staple if you're navigating blood sugar issues or inflammatory joint conditions. Now, let's talk about bananas, a fruit that most of us have long associated with health, energy, and simplicity. We've been taught that bananas are full of potassium, which helps prevent muscle cramps, supports heart function, and boosts athletic performance. And for younger people with healthy kidneys, that's mostly true. But as we age, our kidneys naturally become less efficient at filtering excess potassium out of the blood. If you're also taking blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, which are very common in older adults, the risk increases even further. Too much potassium in the bloodstream can lead to a condition known as hyperkalemia. This doesn't get much attention in the media, but it sends thousands of older adults to the emergency room each year. Symptoms include muscle weakness, irregular heart rhythms, confusion, and even sudden cardiac arrest. You might not even realize it's happening until it's too late. And it doesn't take much. Just eating multiple bananas per week, especially alongside medication, can raise your potassium to unsafe levels. So while bananas can still be part of your life, it's crucial to talk with your doctor about your potassium levels and consider limiting your intake to a couple times per week if you're at risk. Now let's shine a light on a sneaky health saboteur, dried fruits. These bite-sized, chewy snacks look innocent enough. You'll find them in trail mix, on oatmeal, or offered as healthy options in waiting rooms and cafeterias. But here's the problem. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the sugar remains and becomes concentrated into a tiny portion. A handful of raisins is the equivalent of eating an entire bunch of grapes in one go, but without the hydration and satiety that come with fresh fruit. Most store-bought dried fruits are also coated with added sugars and preserved with sulfites, which can trigger allergic reactions, digestive upset, and inflammation, especially in older adults with asthma, migraines, or sensitivities. For those managing diabetes, high blood pressure, or digestive issues, dried fruit can create a cascade of problems: blood sugar spikes, intestinal discomfort, and hidden calorie intake that adds up quickly. And the most deceptive part? They're marketed as healthy, so we often consume them in good faith, believing they're helping rather than harming. But dried fruit is a classic case of good intentions leading to bad outcomes. If you enjoy them occasionally in tiny amounts, that's one thing, but they should never be a daily snack if your goal is stability, wellness, and metabolic balance. So now that we've explored the fruits to limit or avoid, let's move into the more uplifting side of the story. The 4 fruits that I believe every older adult should make room for in their diet, starting with one of nature's most potent brain-protecting gifts, blueberries. These tiny blueberries are nothing short of miraculous when it comes to aging gracefully. They're packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, neutralize oxidative stress, and even cross the blood-brain barrier to improve communication between neurons. Studies have repeatedly shown that regular blueberry consumption is linked to slower cognitive decline, sharper memory, and a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. For older adults, that translates into more moments of clarity, improved focus, better decision-making, and preserved independence. And the benefits don't stop with the brain. Blueberries also help regulate blood pressure, support heart health, and are naturally low in sugar and calories, making them ideal for those managing diabetes or cardiovascular concerns. Just a half cup a day, sprinkled over oatmeal, blended into a smoothie, or enjoyed on their own, can deliver noticeable benefits. In a world filled with supplements and prescriptions, blueberries remind us that real food can also be real medicine. Next on our list is the humble apple, a fruit so common it's often overlooked. But don't underestimate the apple. It's one of the most reliable and effective fruits for supporting older adults. Apples are rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that binds with cholesterol in the digestive tract and helps remove it from the body before it can enter the bloodstream. This means apples actively lower LDL cholesterol levels, helping prevent heart disease and strokes. They also stabilize blood sugar, support weight control, and promote regular digestion, something many older adults struggle with due to slowed metabolism and medication side effects. Apples are also rich in polyphenol like quercetin, which provide anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects that can help protect against cancer, Alzheimer's, and other age-related conditions. And let's not forget the emotional comfort they offer. The crisp bite of an apple can remind us of childhood, autumn harvests, and home-baked pies. One apple a day may sound simple, but its health benefits run deep, making it a daily habit worth embracing. Third, let's celebrate the often misunderstood avocado. Technically a fruit, this creamy green treasure is a powerhouse of monounsaturated fats, the good kind of fats that nourish your heart, reduce inflammation, support brain health, and cushion your joints. Avocados are particularly important for older adults because they help lower bad cholesterol while increasing good cholesterol, improve insulin sensitivity, and support healthy weight. They're also rich in vitamin K, essential for bone strength and reducing fracture risk, especially for those over 60. Potassium, folate, and lutein add to their benefits, supporting blood pressure control, brain clarity, and vision health. Unlike sweet fruits, avocados offer satiating richness, without sugar, making them perfect for diabetics, heart patients, and anyone looking to feel full and energized. Enjoy them on whole grain toast, in salads, or simply with a spoon. They're versatile, satisfying, and deeply healing. And finally, we come to papaya, a tropical fruit that deserves a regular place in your life after 50. With its soft, golden orange flesh and gentle sweetness, papaya is more than just delicious, it's a digestive miracle. It contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps your body break down protein and support smoother digestion. For older adults dealing with bloating, reflux, irregularity, or the side effects of long-term medications, papaya can bring genuine relief. But the benefits go even further. Papaya is rich in vitamin C and vitamin A, both of which strengthen your immune system and protect your skin. It also contains anti-inflammatory compounds that ease joint pain, support heart health, and counteract oxidative damage. Just a few slices each day can reduce discomfort, improve nutrient absorption, and help your body feel more balanced. Best of all, it requires no cooking, no prep. Just peel, slice, and enjoy. Papaya reminds us that healing doesn't always come from a pharmacy. Sometimes it comes from nature's own gentle gifts. So, let's quickly summarize the key takeaways. Fruits to avoid or limit. Grapefruit, because of its dangerous interactions with many medications. Sweet cherries, due to their high sugar content and acidity that can worsen joint pain. Bananas, which can lead to potassium buildup in those with kidney or heart concerns, and dried fruits, which are concentrated sugar bombs that destabilize blood sugar and digestion. And the fruits to embrace daily. Blueberries, the brain-protecting, heart-supporting antioxidant champions. Apples, with their fiber-rich benefits for cholesterol, digestion, and blood sugar control. Avocados, packed with healthy fats that support joints, bones, brain, and heart, and papayas, which soothe digestion and reduce inflammation across the body. Remember, your health is your greatest wealth, and the food you eat, especially the fruit you choose, can either build that wealth or quietly erode it. Aging well is not about deprivation or fear, it's about wisdom and intention. Making small adjustments like switching from dried fruit to blueberries, or swapping your morning banana with an apple or slice of papaya can make all the difference in your daily energy, comfort, and long-term health. I'd love to hear from you now. What fruits are you going to add or eliminate from your diet starting today? Let me know in the comments below. I read every one of them and truly treasure our growing community of health-focused learners. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe to Dr. Alicia's MedTalk for more personalized advice on aging well. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Always remember, aging gracefully isn't a matter of luck, it's a matter of informed choices. Until next time, stay curious, stay empowered, and stay beautifully well. This is Dr. Alicia, signing off with warm wishes for your vibrant health and joyful living.